What is up, YouTube? This is Jacob Lovern here, and welcome to the second part of answering your questions. Now, in the last video, I made a sci-fi answering questions video for the people who gave me sci-fi questions. Like I said, I don't like them, but I did it because I'm nice. And in this video, we are going to be talking about animals. I have gotten some questions from many of my friends in school. Hello, guys. And they have given me some amazing questions. Some are a little weird, but then again, some of them are also pretty standard. So let's get started with our first question. Our first question is from my friend Tori Collins, so I hope you're watching, Tori. She asked me, what's the name of that cat in Africa that can jump really high? Tori, when you're talking about Africa, I can think of at least two different cats that can jump really high. And when she asks, can they jump really high, these things jump high to catch birds out of midair. Now, there is a spotted cat where this spotted cat is called the serval, and is a very rare cat. And then there's a tannish cat called the caracal. Both of them are very different, but they both have a similar niche. They're both small, well, not small, I'd say mid-sized wildcats, around the same size as a lynx, maybe. They're mid-sized wildcats, and they catch their prey by jumping into the air and catching the bird mid-flight. Sometimes, if they can help it, they'll catch them by pouncing on them, but they usually jump in the high air to catch the bird if they can. Alright, my next question is... who is it? Here it is. Cameron Case. My buddy Cameron. A little shout out to Cameron. He has a YouTube channel. He does backyard wrestling videos, a few gaming videos, and a couple vlogs. If you guys want to see stuff like that, I'd recommend him. Okay. He asks me, how fast can a Siberian Husky run? Ooh, that's a pretty good question. Alright. Now, alone, a Siberian Husky can run an upwards of about 28 miles an hour. In a group, they can run from 10 to 11 miles an hour for about 150 miles in one day. So I hope that answers your question, Cameron, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, next question is from Maddie from my Biology 2 class. If you're watching this, I couldn't get the answer for your question, but I got an answer. She asks me, how many shots does a horse take per year? And I'm hoping she means vaccination shots, not bullet shots for when it breaks its leg. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. It was there. Anyway, for vaccinations, I don't know how many they take per year, but I do know that there are 12 vaccination shots for horses. Now, they could take those 12 shots in a year. Maybe they cannot. But I couldn't find how many they take per year. I did find how many that a horse needs to take. It's 12. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope you're happy. Okay. Next is Caleb Fowler. Ooh, my buddy Caleb, I hope you're watching. How much does the average horse eat in 1 week? Oh, that's an interesting one. A horse can eat about 20 pounds of hay a day, so that's about 140 pounds per week. I hope you're okay with that for an answer. That's just what I looked up. Okay, my next question. Oh god, this one's the one I've been regretting for this entire video, guys. This is from Jake Wilborn, and he asked me, oh gosh, how much does the average whale's testicle weigh? Oh lord. Okay, Jake, I couldn't find an average whale for an average weight, but I looked up a right whale, a northern right whale. And for the northern right whale, the average testicle for a northern right whale weighs an upwards of 500 kilograms. That's 1,100 pounds. So that's a pretty big testicle, and I hope you got the answer you were looking for, Jake. Oh, man. Dude, I'm trying to make this a PG channel, and he's telling me to talk about a whale's boys. Oh, Lord. Okay. My last two questions for this animal segment is from... This first one is from Caitlin. Caitlin from Spanish class. Spanish 2. She asked me, what is the purpose of a narwhal's horn? The narwhal's horn, to this day, is still a mystery to people. Some people say that it's used to break through the ice. A little bit too thin for that, I think. Some people think it's to skewer fish. Not really. I don't think so, mainly because if it's on the end of your freaking hook or spear or whatever that thing is, its tooth, how are you going to reach it? That's a good thing. And other people suggest that this thing was used in a sort of like sword fighting kind of thing. That's very possible, because you do see in the wild narwhals rubbing their horns against each other. Now that could be an answer, but I'm not too high on that, because that's a pretty thin tooth, or tusk, or horn, whatever you want to call it. That's a pretty thin structure for fighting. With animals with tusks, like walruses, pigs, and elephants, they've got really, really thick tusks built for fighting, and they're curved slightly to where they can fight. And a narwhal's tusk is a little, it's got a twist as it goes out to keep it straight and elongated. Now there's tons of theories on what that tusk is used for. My theory is that it's used to sense the salinity or the temperature of water. And the main reason I say that is because in the narwhal's tusks there are these little pores that you could see, microscopic pores that I think would have been a little sensitive, kind of like how your teeth are a little sensitive to temperature. So I think it could have been used as a temperature gauge. That's just my theory. Next up, this is from Advaith, from Spanish too, as well. He asked me, where were the narwhals discovered? Narwhals were discovered in the North Atlantic. They've been known since the Viking Age by the Vikings, and throughout history people have looked into them, and to this day there are still not a lot known about them. Little interesting fact about the narwhal: their tusks, in a rare case, about 1 in every 500, I think, instead of 1 tusk, they'll often grow 2 tusks, and it's only 1 in every 500. Okay, guys, that is the end of this animal segment for answering your questions, and I hope you enjoyed it. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Aloha. Later.